Part 2 in proof that Jesus Christ lived and stayed in Memphis for a while. Spiritual alignment. Watch to the end, please. Okay, Isaiah 9:6 is when they say he's the Prince of Peace, prophecy associated with the rebirth of Jesus Christ. There's a church in Egypt, Memphis, Prince of Peace. Okay, the pastor name is Noah Alexander, which means Noah is the bloodline of Jesus. Alexander was before Jesus, and Jesus came after, meaning they all was in Memphis at one time. Egypt Central is right where the sign up. Egypt Central, the area where I'm from, the Raleigh, Egypt area, home of the Pharaohs, okay? This happened in Memphis too, in the Bible, Ezekiel 9:5. As listening, he said to others, follow him through the city and kill, without showing pity or compassion, slaughter the old men and the young men. This Ezekiel Kelly, his name was Ezekiel, from the Raleigh, Egypt area, went out on a killing spree for 24 hours, okay? When they caught him, okay, look, he was on Facebook Live, okay? Possessed by something. And who he killed? Old men, women, and children. All right. Most stuff from the Bible that happened in Memphis. Took the infant Jesus to Egypt to escape King Herod's persecution. Now, also known as Memphis, was an ancient Egyptian city where Jewish communities resided, making it a potential place of refuge. Therefore, it was plausible that Jesus, as a baby, spent time in North, which is Memphis, during the Holy Family exile. Okay?
Beautiful churches can be found, like the one where the Holy Family lived for a spell while they were in Egypt during the infancy of Jesus.
Most stuff in the Bible. Luke 19, where Zacchaeus climbed a sycamore tree to see Jesus. So he ran ahead and climbed up into the sycamore tree to see him, for he was about to pass that way. Okay, it's a street in Memphis, Egypt, around the Egypt area, called Sycamore View, with a whole bunch of sycamore trees. They wanted to get a better view of Jesus. That's why they call the street Sycamore View. And they sell sycamore trees in Tennessee and in Memphis. They sell them in so many. And Sycamore View is the last street where the Raleigh, Egypt area ends. Exit 12 ends A New Day. Okay? Most stuff in the Bible. Bethlehem and Rangeline is right up the street. Okay? The spiritual connection range and the relate established boundaries for both for oneself and in relation to others, and the divine that could involve setting limits on behavior, thoughts, and even physical space to align with one's physical purpose. And that's what they're doing. They lying about our stuff and setting limits on us, and we don't know where nothing at, because they telling us it's over there. Now, range line, connection to the sacred sites and energy. Ancient pathways, some spiritual beliefs associated with lines and alignments on the earth known as ley lines, with the heightened spiritual energy and the connection between the physical environment and the metaphysical realms. These lines are believed to connect sacred sites, could be seen as ancient range lines with spiritual significance. Defining personal boundaries, discerning between different paths and